I would say it is easy to get a scholarship to college. That is very easy. Going pro might be a different type of way. That just genetics. Getting to college is very easy. Anytime in a playing practice, anytime I did something, I let everybody know like that's 2 stars.
That's great.
So that kind of drove me coming up to that freshman year to sophomore year.
A little bit of a chip on the shoulder.
Oh, that was a big chip.
Okay.
It was massive.
Big
like,
bag of Tostitos right here. Just
where that kind of like, well, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but later that like where that kind of like interrupted like my journey on my faith, like that big of a chip. I chose like I want to try to like I tried to do both for a while. It really wasn't working because then you're not being great at either.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, man. But it's just like I enjoyed my time playing. Like I do know I could have been better, but I mean, I chose to do something different.
A quick Gemini sort of research was like, you played multiple positions in high school.
Yep.
So the question is really like, when did you know that you were really good at sport? Because your brother's 7 years ahead. Was he playing sports?
He was playing sports.
Is that where does the sort of talent come from, you feel like? Like, was it natural? Do you feel like you got into things, or was it friends?
Yeah, I was actually.
Was it
my
the
dad,
area?
My dad played. He's from LA, like South Central.
Okay.
He went to Dorsey. That's like one of their powerhouses.
Okay.
But he didn't get to go to college because he had dyslexic, and then back then, he didn't really know what that was. So like, he can't get help and pass.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But he was really good at sports. Like if he had that figured out, he could have went somewhere.
Got you. But because the grades weren't right, opportunity wasn't there.
My mom, she did track and basketball.
Okay. So there's a little bit of blood and genetics.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. My brother's really good in basketball. He could have went to college, but he was one of those guys that college isn't for me.
Okay.
So my sister was like all state in tennis.
Oh my gosh. Who are y'all? Y'all like a whole.
It's just up and down. My other older brother was good at soccer, but like he was more of our like our smart guy, like educational guy,
like highest grades.
Oh man, it's crazy.
I mean, but you just said you double majored in college.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. I was one of those, like I love like math is my favorite subject.
Same.
I was one of those that I got in trouble in school for talking too much.
Same.
And then they put me in AP classes to like fix the situation.
So you're not getting challenged enough.
It's so basically, because I'm bored. So then they moved me, which
finishing
I
stuff too fast.
I was mad about that. They put me in all these AP classes. I'm like, man, what are we doing? Like, I want to be done half the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was more sports. Football. I got on varsity my sophomore year. I started playing varsity.
Okay.
And I was just playing like safety, receiver. Played that, and then
so you played quarterback. Is that true?
Yeah, we got a new coach from Houston, from North Shore.
Okay.
After they won,
I remember North Shore.
Yeah, they won a couple state championships.
That was like before. What years they did? That was either out. That might have been after my time.
He came and
North Shore was not that great.
04. So I think 02 and 03 they won championships.
I was gone by 02. So
and then we got their coach,
that makes sense.
Their defense coach.
Yeah.
And he ended up being our head coach, and he was just turning everything around. But he moved me to quarterback because
why? Because he just saw you throw.
Because we didn't have a quarterback, so their idea is like take your best athlete and put him at quarterback and give him the ball.
Interesting. That's fair.
So we had a freshman, but we didn't want to start a freshman. They didn't want to, so we just kind of rotate. Like when he come in, I go to receiver.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But then you also played safety.
Yeah, I played safety on defense. So
did that mean anything to you, or were you just like, I just like playing, I'm good.
Playing varsity or just both positions?
Just football in general. When you're thinking like, all right, at what point did you feel like, okay, I'm really good at this? Like I'm kind of that guy.
I thought I was pretty good in middle school. I got like our regional player of the year.
Okay.
For middle school.
So you were getting recognized early.
Yeah. So I was getting that. It wasn't like college or anything, because I wasn't like rated like 3 or like 5 stars or anything.
Yeah.
It's just tough in Texas because you can get like all region, but you're not getting all state because it's just too
Texas
hard.
Is different.
Yeah, it's just it's not like
different.
I know like California has like divisions.
Yeah.
And in Texas it ain't like that. Like it's like you're competing with everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
So I got that in my area, and in high school, our high school is fairly new, 6 years
Okay.
old. So
Okay.
I mean, I was there, and so I was okay. I thought I worked pretty hard. Did basketball.
But in your mind, like, were you thinking, okay, college might be the next level? Were you thinking, like, to what degree? Again, your mom is an athlete, your dad is an athlete, your older brother is really good. Like, at what point did you think, oh, the pros might be in my future?
I didn't really think that till like
Okay.
college. I thought I could go to college probably my junior year of high school.
Okay.
Because we were fairly good in all the sports. Like we won, like in middle school, our crew we won district 7th and 8th grade. But then we on the 9th grade freshman team we won district, and then we moved up to varsity and we won district. So it's just like,
Got you.
um,
You're winning enough to where you're like, I could probably do this.
yeah,
at the
I
next
was like,
level.
oh, we can play, and it was cool on our basketball team. Like I was probably our shortest guy on the starters. Like our point guard 6'2",
Mm-hmm.
then me 5'11", and then it was like 6'5" and up to 7 foot. So
Yeah.
it's just like, and it was cool because like I got to guard like the
Yeah.
top guys just because I played football. So like I kind
You're
of
stronger,
moved side to side
yeah.
better than other people.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I did some baseball.
Really?
Yeah, play baseball because
did not know that.
our head coach, he didn't let anybody continue in the football program after football. And there was like today there's 7-on-7 leagues. There was none of that back then.
That's true.
So our coaches,
I feel like there's a little bit of like, it wasn't 7-on-7 like it is now.
right.
But I remember some sort of like summer.
Yeah, it was some summer
7-on-7, but not like official
Right.
helmets, team sponsorships.
because our coach
It's
was
crazy
like,
now.
hey, you're gonna do another sport. You're gonna do another sport. You're not
Yeah.
gonna be in football. So guys will go to soccer, go to basketball, wrestling. I
To stay
didn't-
in shape?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I didn't want to do track.
Oh man, track
So
is off.
I went to baseball because they were like, "You're gonna do something." So I was like, "I'm gonna go to baseball." So
Baseball's, man, yeah, there's something in every sport that's just like, yo, this is different. This is a different
yeah,
sport.
I thought it was good though because you get to use, you got to learn how to track the ball,
Yep.
put yourself in the right position, like
Yep.
hand-eye coordination.
Yep.
I thought it was super
Crazy.
beneficial.
Same thing with golf in a lot of cases, although the ball's not really coming at you, but there's like that sort of rotational. I didn't play a bunch of rotational sports, and now that I'm tennis, not really pickleball, but tennis, baseball, golf,
Yep.
all like, man, the coordination to still get the kind of power you need and all the things that need to happen like in the right sequence
Right.
is still just like, yeah, they don't tell you like how, I mean, I knew it. I wanted to play baseball when I was young, but never got to it. But here's a question I have for you. High school, top player, college, became a top player. Obviously, you make it to league. One question that I had, knowing what you know now, do you think it's possible for anyone to make it to the league? And I'll frame it a different way. Given what you know, and given that someone is willing to put the work in, whatever the work is, do you think anyone with that kind of mentality can make it?
I would say yes under
Okay.
under the
There's a caveat.
parameters of like you're an average athlete. Like just say you're an average athlete. Like you're not.
You
too-
have some talent.
Yeah, you have some ability. I would say yes.
What's the minimum threshold?
I would say like for as far as running.
I
would say on
there's
track,
side to
if you-
side, there's
I
shuffling,
would say
there's
if you
speed.
ran an 11-second 100, which isn't
100. You didn't even say 40. That's
which
interesting.
isn't great. 40. Let's just say your best is a 4.5, maybe low.
So 4.59.
high 4.5. Yeah. Let's just
Okay.
say 4.59.
But you need to break the 4.6
Let's
barrier.
just say 4.6. Yeah, let's just say 4.6 is your best.
Okay. I've seen 4.6 at the combine.
Yeah. Let's just say 4.6 is your best.
Okay.
Yeah. 11 seconds, doable.
That's very doable. Yeah.
Jumping, let's just say
Vertical. Yeah,
enough.
vertical.
30 inches.
30
Let's go
inches.
30 inches.
You don't need to jump that high.
I wouldn't even say
Height.
that. Height.
You know, football cats are actually pretty short when you compare to like
Yeah,
basketball.
I mean, the
basketball players are
receivers
towers.
I think that receiver for Pittsburgh last night, Austin, was like
Mhm.
5'9".
That's wild.
So let's just give you five. Let's just say 5'10". Let's just say 5'10" and 185. Let's just go with that.
So what do guys need to do? So what keeps guys from getting to the next level versus guys who don't? Is it just work?
I would say just
I mean, given like basic, this is pretty average.
Yeah.
I mean, 11 seconds might be pretty fast.
it's low.
But I mean, a 4.6
that's
is
not so. 11 seconds is not fast. At all.
Yes, it's not fast.
It's probably a 4.7 guy.
Okay, sure. But like 4.6 is not fast really either.
No.
Right? And 30 inches is not high off the ground. Like 30 inches is not, and 5'9" is not tall.
No.
So you don't have to be the biggest. You don't have to be the fastest. Maybe you don't have to be the strongest. Devontae Adams who's the kid from the Eagles? Used to play for Oklahoma. I can't remember his name. Is it Devontae? No, it's not Adams.
Oh, D-Jack was Cal. Was that?
I can't remember his name.
A DB or receiver?
Receiver for the Eagles. He was like won the Heisman from Alabama.
Oh, Smith.
Yeah, Devontae Smith. I was like, man, I feel like
was 165. Probably did 225 maybe once. Maybe.
He's tiny. So the question is like, what separates guys who make it? I mean, honestly, to the league, but I guess you have to do it at every level. I think one of the things that surprised me that even Jeremy said was he was already pretty locked in, like watching film, watching players, almost like learning technique or at least being like aware of it. Is that it? Do guys need to be locked in that early? Or is it like you're like a utility guy? Just like I'm just all around talented and what? Like what really separates guys?
I would say it's your mentality. It's the mental part. Like a lot of people, and I coach high school now. I'm talking to the kids and they think they're so good. And I'm like,
social.
It's frustrating because I'm like, man, that's why I already see like you're not gonna make it. Or I was coaching college at UTEP,
yeah.
And I would tell some of my guys, I'm like, hey, you're not going, like you have no chance, bro. Like, and
because these are the more arrogant ones.
Yeah, some of them be like, man, you just a hater, and I'm like, you don't have anything that I want. I don't want to be you. Like you're at UTEP and college, and you're not going to the league. Like I played.
Like
I don't want to be you at all. So I don't have nothing to hate on. I want to help you. And I'll give him examples. Cause like we had this linebacker, Tyrese Knight. Dude was a dog, just came to practice every day. And I'm like, hey, he's going to make it. I promise you he's going to make it. Cause he's doing that. He's doing everything that we're telling him to do. He's going to make it. And he did. He got drafted to the Seahawks 3rd round. This is year 2. So he's starting backer now. And he's in the playoffs and he's balling. And it's crazy. Cause like, and I still got messages from like, telling some certain guys like, hey, he's gonna make it and you're not. Like, trust me, like this is what's gonna happen. I see it.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, whatever. And I think what was fortunate for me was my dad like filmed every high school game. Like we would get home from high school games, and as soon as we get home as a family, we put the tape on. And
that's crazy.
And we're watching the tape and they're telling me like, this wasn't good enough. Oh yeah, you scored right here, but it should have been easier. You should have did this. And like, hey, good job here, but this could have been better. Yeah. And like looking back at that, I'm like, oh, I had my family telling me early. I wasn't good enough. Like you still need to work harder, even though I'm the top of my team. I'm getting the all region, or I got player of the game. But then I have my closest people to me saying like, no, this isn't good.
Yeah. What was that like in the moment? Like looking back, like when you just said that right now, looking back, you can see in hindsight, like, oh, okay, I'd have had people sharpening me
pretty much
back then, but in the moment, what did that feel like? Like you like, I just got to play the game. I scored all these points. I get home, and it sounds like your dad's like grilling you.
Yeah,
like yo, you could have, you should have. That should have been way too easy.
I think they just delivered it well because they gave me.
It sounded a little bit like Nigerian parents. It's like you got a 98, but like wait a month, 2 points.
Yeah. It was kind of like, hey man, this is good. I'm happy for you, but like it could have been better. Like I remember my best game, I had 4 touchdowns. And the 4th one was in overtime. And he was like, we should have never went to overtime. Like, go back to this play. Look at this. If you just would have did the right thing here, we would have even never been in that situation.
What did you say? Do you remember what you said to him then?
No, I just listened. I never really talked back. I just listened to it. And so I didn't have a problem like being criticized and it's cool. It just made me want to work harder. You want your parents' approval and want them
that's
to
true.
think
I mean, it kind of goes to the great segue. Like, what was the relationship like with your parents? I mean, they were both high caliber athletes. It sounds like.
Yeah,
so I feel like they had a kind of mindset.
It was really good. Like I would always ask my mom too. So when I got hurt, I can hear her in the stands. Get up. And then one time I really got hurt, and she came down there, and I'm
Sprinted
like, man,
down
how
there.
do you know like when it's serious or not? She's
Yeah.
like, I just knew like so,
Athletes know, man. You could tell. It's like, oh, that one's serious.
But it was good with them, man. They were like very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
Even through college, they came to every game, like
That's
every game, and out of state, every game. Like I play at Oregon, they're at Oregon.
That's crazy.
So it was just.
Did you watch your dad build the car detailing business, or was that just sort of a thing that he was doing?
That was something he was doing to do.
But you didn't, were you involved in it at all?
I would just go. I would just go with him. Some days he picked me up from school, and he's like, "Hey, I got some clients," and it was cool. Like, you had people like Lance Armstrong. Like, I met Lance Armstrong.
Crazy.
And like, I'm going. He just won. He just won his race, and I'm like, they're like, "Oh yeah, this the bike that I use, or this the shape."
So your dad was kind of tapped in.
Oh yeah, he was plugged in. Like the doctors out there, the lawyers.
Yeah.
Like, and then he refereed.
That's pretty dope.
Refereed college basketball.
Yes, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
High school too, but like it was cool going to those games, like traveling to go see the games.
Oh, that makes sense. So he already had an eye for sport. It was like, okay, like I kind of know. Did he referee football at all?
He didn't referee football,
but from basketball, maybe it was like.
Yeah, he just wanted to try to put me in the best situation.
Yeah,
because like I said, filming. Because I asked my coaches at the end of my senior year because I had Sam Houston State was like the only offer I had.
Yeah, I know Sam Houston State. I went to A&M. Like,
okay,
you know that,
yeah. So yeah.
Sam Houston State is right down the road.
Yeah, smaller D2 or AA, Division AA. So it's like it wasn't a big time school. They offered me and like half my coaching staff went there, so they had their little plug. But I'm like, man, in my head, I'm like, man, I'm doing all this. Where are the big schools at? So my dad, he was like, we need to. He just did the best he could. He just doing research, asking questions. He was like, hey, what do I need to do? So somebody told him like, hey, we need to get filmed to school. So he was like, hey, ask your school for highlight tape.
Yeah.
So I asked them like, hey, can I get a highlight tape? And they're like, why? Like, we're on St. Houston State. Half of them went there. So he's like, wow, we got St. Houston State. I'm like, oh, well, I want to send it out to some colleges. So they made me a highlight tape of all quarterback stuff. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm not playing quarterback at the next level. So I was super fortunate that my pops filmed every game. So we just basically went through it, made our own highlight tape. We found 110 addresses to schools and went to the post office, mailed them all out, and I got calls back. So that's like how I ended up getting to like the D1 schools was through that.
And then you got recruited, so you got a scholarship.
Right.
What was the college experience like, especially compared to high school? But like,
it was a culture shock. Just because I signed the day before signing day, and people don't know how college works. Like every school gets in football, you get like 25 scholarships a year, and I was number 25. I was the last person, which means you're basically a fill-in.
So you're like just above a walk-on.
Yeah, you're just above a walk-on. You still get everything that the first dude got, but like you were at the back of the board. You were at the bottom of the board. If you had 100 names, you was at the bottom. So it's like, we fill in this slot. All right, cool. He's on the team. We ain't expecting nothing out of him.
So you kind of slid in there.
Yeah, so they're not expecting nothing out of me. But when I got there too, they were just like, hey, we're gonna put you at cornerback. And I'm like, what? Like, I never played corner ever.
Explain the difference between, what's the difference? I mean, obviously, you kind of manned up, but corner versus safety.
Safety, you're like,
guys.
You don't have to be as fast. Like, you're just a tackler. You just stand back there. You're kind of like zoning off. Like, you're just helping everybody. You're like the safety person. If something,
just make sure nothing gets over the top.
Happens, you're just there to help.
Yeah.
Corner, you're like by yourself.
You're on an island.
Like one of the best players on their team. So when they wanted to move me there, I was just like, what is this? I had Stoops, which a lot of people know in the sports world. Like the Stoops brothers are like very aggressive and very like outspoken. Like they talk, they're not holding back whatever they say. And I remember that my coach, we were watching film first day of practice, and he had told me he was like, your stance is ugly and it's hideous. And he was like, if you come out like this again tomorrow, I will send you back to the ghetto.
Wow.
I was like,
what year is this?
This is 2007.
Oh my
And I was like,
gosh.
Coach, I grew up in the suburbs. And he's like, I don't give a F. And we all laugh. But I mean, he had a cool personality with like a good personal connection to everybody that you can kind of he kind of got away with that because like he cared for you too.
Yeah, you could tell he cared.
But yeah, so
he always get a pass.
Yeah, he was at Miami with like Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, like Buchanan's,
all of them.
Antrell Rolls, like all those great DBs.
Yes.
He was there. Then he went to Houston. They had a first rounder named Chris Houston. He went first round. And then at Arizona was currently Antoine Cason, who won the Thorpe Award that year.
Crazy.
So I was like, man, you know what? This dude knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to just learn this position. I'm going to get with him every day, learn how to play this position, watch film, because I would hear him in practice say, hey, they're going to do X, Y, Z, do this.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling our Antoine that. And dude would make all the plays and he won the Thorpe. So I was just like,
I'm doing that.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you. So I would tell. I remember telling all my teammates, like, you know, granted, I'm at bottom at the barrel. Yeah. I was like, hey, I think I'm like 4th string on the depth chart, and I was like, hey y'all, like when I get in the games, I'm just gonna get picks. And they're all like, shut up, like you like, look at this dumb dude talking like this, shut up, So I'm like,
just watch.
Yeah, so I remember because I redshirted because I was behind Antoine. I'm not gonna play at all.
Yep.
So the next year I moved up to like 3rd string.
Mm-hmm.
So we're blowing a team out. It's 70-0. So I get in with 2 minutes left, and you know the teams, they're just trying to score. So I see this formation and I'm like, oh, I remember Coach said when they get here and look like this, it's gonna be a post. So they snapped the ball. I saw it. I took off. They threw the ball right to me. So that was number 1. So
this is okay. So you were in for 2 minutes. This is first.
This is the last 2 minutes of the game.
Right.
So I get in, get a pick. So the next game, we're up 45-3.
Got it.
We go in again, like 5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
And same situation. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna run on this. He said they're gonna run outs.
You were listening to how they're analyzing film.
Dude, like every day I was right there, like I was the main guy.
Just watching tendencies.
Yeah, and the previous year, I sat in the meetings with him and Antoine Cason and just listened because I learned to study. Like I didn't know what to do, how to play that. So I had to learn from the bottom.
Yeah, that's good.
So like I didn't really have any bad habits because I learned how to do everything.
Yeah.
And dude had the track record. So like, why would I'm not gonna listen?
The coach had the track record.
Yeah. So
you know that's interesting because you say like learning from the bottom. I think sometimes guys come into a league or they come into a situation, they have a lot of talent, and they believe, as maybe they should, that they should be somewhere other than where they're at.
Yeah.
Right. Or they should be higher or they should be better. And again, like I think at every high level, you're trying to think like I should think of myself as the best player like in this room.
right.
But I think sometimes that comes at the cost of still embracing where you actually are and understanding it's like, okay, I'm not the only person in this room that knows what they're talking about.
Right.
There are other people in the room who know what they're talking about. And there's an element of, I mean, it is humility, you know, but again, even the idea of like, or at least being humble enough to know how to learn.
Right.
Like I'll say this from seminary days. One of the best books that I read, and this is probably before I went to seminary, but I knew that like that was going to be the path. It's a book by Mortimer J. Adler. That's a name for you. Called How to Read a Book. And most people don't realize that they don't know how to read. And if you would say that to somebody, it sounds offensive. It's like, well, you don't really know how to read. Like I hear things where people are like, oh, I read the Bible cover to cover, and you know, and then they think they can just speak on it just because they made that sort of like that statement before. I've read the Bible cover to cover. I go, that doesn't mean you know how to read it,
right?
Or that you read it correctly,
yeah.
Right? That just means that you opened it up, you spent a bunch of time in front of it, and that is a feat,
yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you actually know how to read it. And I think sometimes people assume oh, I know how to learn, or I know how to, like when you said, I learned how to study. It's like people study different and there's layers to all of it. And
Yeah,
to
for
like to
sure.
sit in that room, be at the bottom of the depth chart and go, all right, I don't know. I mean, you could speak to like how you felt being in that position, but just hearing you right now saying like I was at the bottom of the depth chart. Here's a guy right here who's got this reward and this coach who obviously knows what he's talking about because he's been around all these other players when they were winning. I'm just gonna learn. I'm just gonna sit and listen. And in that period, I learned how to study. Like, is that a difference? Like, were there other guys who were higher on the depth chart doing that?
I would say they were, but not putting in as much time as I was.
Yeah.
It was just like only when we're in meetings would they like, oh, okay, coach, they're gonna do
Mm,
this. Okay, okay. When me, I would do meetings before meetings, after meetings.
mm,
I'm standing by him on practice because I'm not practicing. Like I'm not getting in. So
interesting.
I'm standing by him.
So you
And
just glued to him. You're just like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna soak
yeah,
up
I'm just gonna
everything.
soak it up all. And it's just and I like only tell some people that, but that season, that redshirt season, there was 1,012 plays total for defense.
That's crazy that you just know that number.
And I played 33 snaps on defense.
That's wild.
And
3%.
I had 4 interceptions.
That's a pretty good number.
So I led our team in interceptions and
That's
was
interesting.
and was
You
like,
led the team in interception and didn't play 97% of the time.
and all yeah.
That's crazy.
And then it's crazy because then all the guys are just like, dang, he did what he said he was gonna do. And so now, right? Because they're not expecting me to play, but now
And the expectations were low. You're
Yeah.
like bottom of the depth chart.
Yeah,
You're number
so
25.
as
Just
a-
like,
yeah. So as a coach now, you have to play me, even
mhm.
if you don't like me or you didn't expect me.
Can't. Undeniable.
Yeah, you have to play me because I led your team in interceptions and as a third string guy, so you have to play me. So that's like how I ended up becoming a starter and jumping the depth chart. And then
Yeah, that's deep.
so it's just like all that from just learning and not thinking that I knew it, like just accepting like, man, I don't know this, and they do, and I want to learn it.
That's wild too, because you didn't come in even knowing how to play corner. It's a completely different position than
Right.
playing safety. It ain't on offense, so it ain't
Yeah.
quarterback or receiver. So all the utility stuff that you're like, yo, I got this. They were like, we're gonna put you in something completely different.
Right.
And I feel like most guys, especially from neighborhoods that we come from, would be angry. Be like, yo, why are you putting me here? This ain't what I got recruited doing.
Yeah.
This ain't,
And
and
it's
you was just like,
just accept it and move on, man. Like,
did that come from somewhere? Where did that come from? Like, how did you? Most guys don't have that kind of mindset.
no, I'm always been like a go with the flow type of person and
Okay.
like figure it out. Like, so
Yeah,
when they say corner, man, I'm already signing the papers. Like I'm there.
it's free school.
Yeah,
There
I'm
is
getting my
not-
school paid for, and like
yeah.
they're not expecting anything out of me. So it's kind of like a challenge to myself. Like I wasn't recruited. Like they had 5 stars back then. I was
Mhm.
default, no pitcher. So that was me. Like,
The grade.
yeah. And it's crazy because I started to go.
That's wild.
I gave myself a nickname like 2-star Wade because the default is just 2 stars. So like
That's
I
wild.
remember like anytime in playing practice, anytime I did something, I'd let everybody know like that's 2 stars.
That's great.
So that kind of drove me coming up to that freshman year to sophomore year.
A little bit of a chip on the shoulder.
Oh, that was a big chip.
Okay.
It was massive.
Big
Like,
bag of
Yeah.
Tostitos right here. Just
where that kind of like, well, I'm sure we'll talk about it, but later that like where that kind of like interrupted like my journey on my faith, like that big of a chip where it kind of took
talk to me about
took
that.
control.
Yeah, let's go there.
So like I really started to get like, well, now I'm starting. It's sophomore year. I'm
Mhm.
starting.
Mm-hmm.
We start off first game of the season, 2 interceptions.
Mm.
Then the third game, we play in Iowa. They were like number 2 in the country. On ESPN, it was the only game on there. Pick 6.
Mm.
Like it's now they got me on like front page of USA Today, like
That's crazy.
Sports Center, like all this.
You getting all the players now.
Yeah. So now, okay, now it's and now I'm getting upset. on campus, if I saw our other corner on a billboard, like, oh no, I should be on there. Like, yeah, get them off. Like, our jersey in the store should be my jersey, even though I ain't get paid for it. But like, hey, this is my like.
We gonna get there too.
Yeah. And it started happening, and posters all on the campus of me, and they made an 18-wheeler. Like, our team bus was me on there.
That's wild.
So I remember too, man. Later in the season, I got Pat-10 Player of the Week, and every week and like leading up 3 weeks prior to that, I got Player of the Game for our team. And that was the fourth week, and I got Pat-10 Player of the Week, but I didn't get it for my team.
Interesting.
So I just lost it because our other corner got it. And I was like, how did he get Player of the Game? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That you get this recognition from the conference and my own team. I don't get it. Like, so then it was out of character. I stormed out, threw some stuff, man. And then, and it's crazy because during this time, I really wanted to become closer to God. Like, I would be like praying, like, hey, like, man, I would like to be closer. And that was just kind of in the way. I was really just for myself. I love the man, getting attention from the man, like approval from them, and like this and this. Yeah. And at the end of the year, just blown up. So now they're talking about coming out. Like, I was like top 3 rated guys. It's about coming out early, and I was thinking about doing that. But I just really got
Did you hit a wall?
So junior year, I decided to come back. Coach is like, hey, you're predicted to win the Thorpe Award. Rob Gronkowski is coming back.
That's crazy.
We could probably win it. So like, I'm like, okay. And I was like, yeah, let's go for this Thorpe Award. Yep. Okay, forget the league. I want to get this Thorpe. Like, and my parents, they like, oh, finish school, want your degree. I'm like, all right. So then junior year, we same thing. We start off this season. I think my second game I had an interception. Versus Iowa. I think they were like number 5 that year. Pick 6 again. Hey. So I'm like, yeah, here we go. Just where we left off.
Yep. And y'all know me.
The very next game, I remember too that week. There was a man, later becomes my disciple teacher. There's a man just named John Demeter. He asked me, he would be on the guys on campus like, hey, you want to meet, like talk about Jesus? And I'm like, nah, bro.
Like, I'm busy.
I'm busy. And I remember saying that again. And that next game, I had an injury. That was the first time too, I believe I heard God talk to me. I had an injury and quad contusion. And I remember I was coming out. And
what happened? What was the?
I took a helmet to the quad.
Okay.
So then I was just like, oh man.
Do they still have? I mean, obviously, when you're young, they got these thick sort of thigh pads. They
wasn't as thick. They were medium.
They have.
Okay. Yeah, they were medium, but
they have something there. But it was just like a direct.
Yeah, I took it. It was a bad shot.
Yeah.
And I told my coach, I was like, man, I can't move, man. And he was like, well, you're better half than such and such. Stay out there, like. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, but if I get double move, I can't guard it. So he's like, you got it. So I get out there, and I'm like, man, if I get double move, I cannot move. So I'm playing through it, and then sure enough, I get a double move, and I just felt like something grabbed me, and I could not move.
Oh, man.
And I got beat, and that was the first touchdown I've ever given up. So that kind of let me down. And then I kept playing with the injury.
Oh, no.
But the next 3 weeks, I gave up touchdowns every week.
In stock.
Oh, yeah. It's tanking. And then on the backside of that, I got told that I wasn't going to graduate on time. And in me, I'm really big at like when I do something like finish. So then I'm just like, hey, I'm not going to graduate. Like, so I try to change my major to do something I really wanted. And then they're like, oh, you can't do that. So they put me in retail. And I'm like, retail?
What is retail? Retail is like a major.
Yeah, my major is retail. Yeah, so I'm in retail. And I'm like, hey, what kind of job can I work for Apple or Best Buy? And you're like, oh, maybe, but you can work for like Kohl's or Target. And I'm like, sales? I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. It doesn't interest me. So then I'm just depressed because I'm like, I'm not going to finish school. I've been taking all these classes like eating grass. in like Navajo Nations class eating grass. Like, what am I doing?
That's crazy.
And I remember this girl had told me like, hey, why don't you talk to your college advisor? And I'm like, I did. They put me in all this. And they was like, where'd you go? And I told them in the athletic facility, and she was like, no, like you have to go to the actual colleges in the school and go talk. And I was like, what?
We have that?
Yeah. So I didn't know. Like, you just go to the athletic dudes and they just put
That's
you
exactly
in,
true.
put you in stuff to pass, music class, hip hop. So I go talk to the business school and I'm like, hey, I want to like major in like business and like, or like computer science or finance or something like that. And then they're like, oh, well, you can't, like, you're like 5 maths behind.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I'm like, so then one person, they were like, well, you can take a placement test, a math placement test, but like we doubt you'll pass. Like you ain't been, this is your,
What kind of?
yeah, I'm like, this is your 3rd year in college and you haven't taken a math class. And I'm like, no. And they're like, yeah, man. He's like, I don't know, man. It's a tough test. Like you got to skip 5 maths. So I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Let's
Because
try
I took AP calculus.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, all right, I'll try it. So I ended up taking the test and passed it. So I got in. So they put me into economics. And because I used all my electives, I didn't have any classes, like easy classes I could take. So that's kind of end up having the econ. So I had the econ and the personal finance going at once. So now I'm in all 400 level classes and doing bad in football. So like they were on me hard. They were saying I didn't care, but that wasn't the case. I was just trying to get my life
The coaches
together.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I ended up like that was my first time seeing a counselor. Like I was just trying to find answers because I was just getting super depressed and sad because
So football's not going well.
Yep.
The warp is out of the question.
Right. So
you don't even know.
draft.
Like, I mean, I guess like you were talking about coming out, and now you're like, I don't even know if I'm even going.
Right. Football is not an option now, according
to
to what everybody's saying.
Exactly.
And
that's wild.
I'm not gonna
that's
I'm not gonna get my degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, I'm gonna be in college 4 or 5 years with no degree. Like it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Then then I'm like seeking help or go see the counselor.
Yeah.
And I appreciated him too because he helped me out a lot. We had talked, and my dad.
This is not the guy who was trying to get you to talk to him. Like,
right, it's not him.
Okay,
this is a counselor on campus.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a psych counselor.
Yeah.
So they had me go see him, and he's telling me just like asking me about my background, my dad, and he's like asking me about my life because he was like, man, it sounds like you had a good life because my dad, we actually like growing up, we went out the country twice a year.
Yeah, that's
My
wild.
mom's a travel agent. My dad, he had a good job, stuff like that. But so then it was like, did your dad? I remember he asked me like, did your dad go to college? And I was like, no. And he was like, he didn't. So he just high school and then got a job. And I was like, yeah.
And then built his own thing.
Yeah. He was like, do you feel like you had a great life? Like, do you feel like if you were to become him, do you think you would have made it in life and been successful? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, take your kids here, out the country over here. Like, I had everything I needed. Like, he supported me. He was like, I remember seeing him at every game. Like, yeah. And he was like, well, why are you worried about now? What's going on? Like, so what? Like, what if you don't in the NFL? Or somehow if you don't finish your degree, like, if you were to end up like your dad, you still be successful. So that kind of like flipped my mind to like, oh, I am okay.
Yeah.
That like kind of helped my path going forward. Yeah. And that's when I did get the school back going. So I was fine with that.
Yeah.
Football, I ended up getting benched in football, but my head was back. So I was like, hey.
You're in a different place.
Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, I can start practicing again. My leg was healed. So
that helps. I was healthy.
So I ended up not starting that game, but I came back in because the young guy struggled, and I finished the season. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't getting on touchdowns like that anymore.
It wasn't like the year before.
Right.
It was like,
well, that half that year, that first half was just giving it up.
Yeah.
So
no, the year before.
Oh
that,
yeah,
like
definitely
you
not
end
like
on a
that.
high.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I might come out early. Come back the next year.
Complete opposite. I remember seeing like walking on campus, and my disciple teacher, he actually still has it. He sends it to me like once a year. It's I was on the front page of our magazine, 2 pages. Like you open it and it's front, like the front
spread.
and back, but open it, the whole spread.
Yeah.
And it had Fallen Star.
Dang.
And my picture taking up both pages.
At the school?
at the school.
Who publishes this?
Dude, crazy.
Bro,
So
there's a whole nother conversation to have about like how we see athletes. Like, and athletes say this all the time, but there's something when you reach a certain level, we just don't think you're human anymore.
yeah, dude,
Or we
it
just
was-
like, well, you're not like the rest of us. So like, it almost becomes like, it's almost like a circus act. It's just like, oh, well, these are just kind of like freaks of nature. They're nothing like us. They're not human. They're not, they don't, you know, emotion and all that stuff. It don't apply because, again, the idea, the nature of how public a lot of those things are, and when we just talk about it, like it's just like
right.
whatever. When we don't do that with anybody else's salary, we don't do that with anybody else's life, we don't do that with anybody else's family, you know. But when you reach a certain level, it's like, oh, well, you're a public figure, so it's just part for the course.
It is crazy.
You know,
man.
we can just put you on a spread and just
Yeah.
like say whatever we want.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like
You
it's
know,
like that
for
and,
entertainment, for somebody's job, for justification.
Yeah,
It's
so
kind of crazy.
That was rough. You know, I put all my trust in man with all those approvals from them.
Yeah,
So that really hurt me.
yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. So then it was cool because you know he had came to me. I remember like 2 weeks later.
This disciple teacher.
Disciple teacher came
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later. And I was like, hey man, you want to go play basketball? And then I took you out to have a lunch. You get free lunch on me.
Mm.
And
He told you that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll play basketball. Like this is after the season now. We're done.
Yeah.
I'll go play basketball. And I'm like, oh, that was fun. And we
Yeah.
go out to eat. And
Yeah.
then he started talking about Jesus with me. And I'm like, yeah, man, you know, I really been trying to like come closer to Jesus and like that. And he was like, well, we can meet, you know, once a week.
Mhm.
So we started doing that. Our strength coach was having Bible study. So we kind of started doing that.
You say you were trying to get closer to Jesus. What was sort of like your introduction to, I guess, I don't know, it could be church, it could be, you know, the faith. Would you have called yourself a Christian back then, or would you have just been like, well, I'm familiar with it? Like, did you grow up in a Christian household?
Yeah,
What was that
I
like?
grew up going to church. We went every Sunday.
Yeah.
And you know, we were in the Southern Baptist ones where, you know, you have the second service.
Oh yeah.
And all
You
that.
know, y'all did, and they have the cookout, and then
Yeah, all that. So I definitely knew about Christ. I would
Did it feel more ritual? Or did it feel like this is just what we do? This is
felt
like family tradition.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it. There's no.
Yeah.
I would have called myself a Christian
Mm-hmm.
until I started reading more and like seeing
That's good.
like, oh, you can't do this.
What did you read?
You can't do this.
I could tell. I mean, I grew up in a Christian home also, and I got baptized at a young age. I think I was around 11, and it's sort of, and so I grew up with a sort of affinity for learning the Bible. I just, for whatever reason, like I remember being 8 years old and memorizing scripture, and I loved that. I loved that I knew where things were in the Bible that I could memorize. And then by the time I was 11, there was like a, you know, I didn't know you could be, but I thought it was a thing that older people did.
Yeah.
So baptism didn't seem like a thing that we could do.
Right.
Even though like all of us were like so into like knowing about Jesus, knowing the Bible, knowing the stories, all that sort of thing. So then when I realized that we could get baptized in a young age because other kids my age were getting baptized in a sort of like 11 to, I'm sure it was before 12. So call it 10 to 12 age range. Then I was like, can I be baptized? That being said, and I remember I had bunk beds when I was a kid. And I remember being on the bunk bed and it was like, well, baptism means that you don't sin no more. My understanding of what, like, you know, faith was back then. So I was like, well, I look back, I was like, oh, I don't know what I was thinking back then. But I do remember after college reading, like, and I knew stuff, but it wasn't until I saw like a friend of mine, like imagine like we live in the same house and then I walk out of the back room and homie's just like in his Bible like this. Like eyes like, you know, eyebrows furrowed, just like, I mean, deep in it. And I was like, I don't know if I ever really read the Bible like that. Like I knew it.
Right.
I knew it enough to like tell people stuff. But seeing that, shout out Darrell Mitchell. I was like, oh, there's something different going on there. And then that started the journey. And then we read, and then I think we stumbled into Romans 9, and that was the first like bang bang moment. And again, all the theology, we didn't have teachers, so we didn't we weren't in programs.
Yep.
I had never really like been discipled. That was the moment when it was like, oh, we just made a commitment to like, let's just start reading and then having conversations. And those are the things that just like light bulb, light
Yeah,
bulb,
oh,
light
yeah.
bulb, light bulb,
Yeah,
light
you
bulb.
just learn something new every time. You're
Yeah.
like, that's crazy. Like I can't do that, or I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I
Was there a
remember,
passage you remember that was like,
yeah, it was Proverbs 26:11, because it was like, as a dog returns to his vomit, a man returns to his foolery.
ooh,
So, and just after seeing the approval of man and like how the man can crush you, but like we just talked about, Jesus can't. Like Jesus always gonna have that unconditional love for you.
yeah,
And then seeing
yeah.
that passage, I was like, oh, I will never rely on man's
Dog to
approval
vomit.
again. And
Yeah.
that whole off season, just because my disciple teacher was like, hey, we got a camp. It's called TC camp, like
Mm.
ultimate training camp. Basically, all athletes from all over the country come, and we basically just take you through like different trials. We play sports together, and we all do like volleyball or
Oh,
soccer or
dope.
swimming. And it's to like, and we're all teaching you how to do it for Christ and not yourself. So
Mm.
it was, man, it was like best experience. So like we're just doing everything for Jesus, and like sometimes like the referees would cheat and like cut half the court, or
Mm.
make tie your string to you and somebody else. And now you gotta play like that, and they have a full team. And it's
Oh,
like, well, what you,
just to train that mentality.
yeah, and it's just like, well,
That's
what you
great.
gonna
That's
do
good.
here? What you gonna do here? Are you gonna complain, or are you just gonna move on and be thankful that you
Ooh,
can stand, period?
that's
And then
strong.
he'll have people building all fours, like now trying to do it. So it's just like taking you to different trials and just keeping it, and having little prayer breaks, like everybody uplifting each other, everybody
Yeah.
praying for each other, and just being physically exhausted, but learning how to push through and knowing that this is what Christ did. And it was like a week deal. And like at the end, we like put 2x4s on our back, and we'll run up this hill in
Mm.
Colorado. You just run up this long hill. We call it the run of Golgotha,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
just experience that, man. It was just,
It's pretty crazy.
that like changed my life. Just learning how to just play for Christ, knowing there's just
And literally carrying a cross.
other athletes out here that are going through the same thing, and like just pursuing him and doing
Yeah.
it for his glory and not mine. That whole summer changed my life, because I came back senior year and picked up where I left off my sophomore year. So it's just like,
Almost like junior year didn't even matter. It's
yeah,
just like,
it was
I'm,
like it never happened.
it's like
It
I'm
was,
back.
yeah. So it was just like,
That's dope.
and now it's for Jesus. I didn't even care about all the other stuff anymore,
Yeah,
because like
yeah.
I know
Win
who
or
I'm
not.
doing it for now.
Yeah, that's
And
dope.
I would say that's where I kind of grew my furthest in my faith, when I was like, man, back then I was just towing the line, like
Yeah,
on the fence.
yeah.
Like now I'm like, okay, now I know what's going on.
So how would you tell a young guy like on the come up? And I know it's hard. I mean, you coaching in college and in high school now. Like, how do you tell a young guy after you've like, especially with that kind of experience, how they should almost like posture themselves when it comes to like trying to be the best athlete? One of my favorite passages um, is Paul writing to the Corinthians when he talks about all athletes exercise discipline in all things. You familiar with this one? But they do it for a perishable reward, but we an imperishable.
Yeah.
And the idea of like there still is an intensity, there still is there's a term veracity, but like there's just there is a toughness to it. Like especially when you going through specific like limitations. We're gonna purposefully handicap you just to train the mentality, right? Like who for the joy set before him still endured the cross, right? There's something different that I'm expecting. So I'll endure all this hardship because there's something better on the other end. But like, how would you tell, young athlete now, so 17-year-old kid, almost, might be done, might be finishing high school, especially with all we didn't have social media like that, right?
Yeah.
2004 is Facebook, but it ain't like what it is now, where it's just everywhere, all the time, all at once. Like, how do you help them sort of form themselves in such a way, and maybe put the right people around themselves such that and maybe it's an unteachable lesson where, so that they can get to the place where you're like, man, senior year, now I'm playing just as good as I was sophomore year, but I'm free.
Yeah.
Right. Like how do you get a guy? What would you tell a guy?
I would just tell a guy, like, find somebody that they can confide in, like somebody that's gonna really like speak into you and like tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if they're not a believer. Like
Mm.
get you somebody who's gonna tell you the truth
Yeah.
and have that rapport that knowing that's coming from love. And it's not like I'm just talking down on you. Like, no, like get with somebody that would really see it and be like, hey man, this is going this way. Like you're off. Like, let's get back on track.
Does that still apply? I mean, I talk about social media, but NIL, like just to even bring that in, that complicates things. But does anything change, or is it like, hey,
I
you'll
think
probably make better decisions?
I think NIL is a little different because I'm sure those kids' parents are involved.
Yeah.
And it's tough when like I heard this in the league where guys are on the phone and moms are like, you owe me, I raised you 18 years, and I'm tough because it's your mom,
It is.
even though it's her job to raise you. Like you don't owe her anything.
Not technically. Yeah.
Yeah, like it,
Yeah.
it was her job to take care of you for
Yeah.
18 years. Like,
And what are you gonna do? Leave them on outside?
yeah, yeah. So it's just tough because you get that type of situation,
Yeah.
and like, man, finding somebody that can help you like weather through that. Like, man, how can I talk to my parents in a way to like I still want to help them, but like kind of let them know, like, hey, I
Mhm.
want to get set up first, or get
Yes.
us in better position to
Yeah.
help for the long haul.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you don't have that, it's tough because then you're out there freelancing and then you can go off emotions and that. But that'd be my thing for people. Is just like you gotta find somebody, um, and they're out there, but it's just getting yourself in those situations.
Yeah. So at what point, what was the transition? I remember seeing a social media post years ago during the combine when you're like, this is the best interview or like the greatest interview ever or something like that. What went after you? So you're sort of, your mind is sort of recalibrated.
Mm-hmm.
You have a great senior year. Now it's pretty clear, like, I'm going to the next level.
Right.
What's that process like? And I don't know. I mean, I've heard you post some things about, or I've seen you post some things about your wife and kids. I don't know if did that come while you're in college or after?
Yeah, I met my wife at the end of my sophomore year, right before that bad junior year.
Really?
Right before.
So right before everything was going to your head, all of that.
Yeah.
You met her.
And I met her.
So you're on the rise and head's getting crazy, and then you meet her.
Yep.
What was that like when, like, so she's enduring all of that?
So that was cool. We were actually friends. We met freshman year.
Okay.
And we were just friends.
Yeah.
And I would see her out and just say hi and whatnot. And then, but I never try to talk to her because a lot of guys would try to talk to her, and so I'd be like, I'm not gonna fight with nobody into this. So, I'd always be listening when her name come up, like, oh, I tried to go on a date with her, or we went on a date. I always mess with her too, because one of my teammates, they were like, I asked her on a date, and man, I showed up, and it was a group thing. Everybody was there, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, cool. So, and then, but I actually had a class with her. I remember I was in a class, and my friends were in the class before, so I was like, oh, I'm transferring out of here. And she walked in, so I was like, oh, I'm staying in this class. So I remember just like messaging her on Facebook, because back then you only get a Facebook if you go to college. So it's like, it wasn't like grandma on there. So then I would send her messages, and then she was an athlete too. She did high jump. So it was like a 15-minute walk back to the athletic facility. So
She did high jump.
So after class, we're going to the same place. So we just walked together and talk. And it was good, man, because I was actually dating somebody. She was dating somebody.
So no pressure.
Yeah. So we were just chatting. We were friends. Yeah. And I remember just telling her, like, dang, man, what do you think? I'm talking to this girl. She's not a believer. I'm just struggling because, I wanted to come closer to Jesus.
Yep.
And I was like, I just don't know.
But strictly platonic. You just like, man, I'm just trying to process. I'm just
she's
processing through this. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what you think? And she's just like, oh, I think if you guys aren't like, if she's not, a believer too, that can be tough. Like, probably won't work out, or like And like she was trying to get on, which probably she was at the time.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
You're just thinking like,
I think her and her guy ended up breaking up. And then me and my ex ended up breaking up. And it was crazy. I guess at this time she was telling her mom, like, hey, I'm really like talking to this guy. We're friends, but like it's really cool hearing him say that he wants to be with a girl that's a believer. And she's like, I'm looking for that too. And like I didn't know that was all going on at the time. But
That's
that's
great.
like when she so
Yeah.
that's kind of how it worked out. But we ended up dating. And then that next season is when it all happened. But I just remember, man, like one game I was just crying because I was just like, I can't believe like all this is coming down. Like,
Yeah.
and I remember her just like that doesn't matter. Like let's just you'll figure it out. Like footballs and everything, like stuff like that. And I was like in my mind, I'm like so that's how we ended up basically being together.
You lucky you got glasses. You might be tearing up right now. I wouldn't even see it.
So it's all it was.
Shout out to wife. What's your wife's name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Shout out to Courtney.
Yeah. So she was great and always supportive. And that was cool because like I got a super protective mom. So it's just like I'm talking to this new girl when I'm up here now. So
yes.
So so that was really reassuring that she stuck with me during that really bad when they said it's over and she was still right there, didn't care about it. Like didn't care about it. So I was like, okay, yeah, she's it.
Now you know it's real.
Yeah. So that was good. But yeah, going to the next level now, different because she was doing her thing still. Yeah. Like she was into modeling. So she was like, well, I'm going to California, and I got drafted to Cleveland. So now we're on opposite sides of the country.
Yeah, I do want to ask you about that, but keep going. Yeah,
4 hour difference. But I was like, well,
4 hour flight difference.
Time zone.
Oh, time zone.
Time zone. Yeah,
that's right.
So I was like, well, go live your like. I mean, we can't. We already told each other we weren't going to like be living together. Like we're not living together. We're not married.
Right.
So she went out and do her thing. I went out and do my thing, but we're still talking. We're still
talking friends, or
no,
was it like long
we're
distance?
Still together.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just dating long distance now.
Got it.
Doing our thing and stuff like that. Cause we ended up getting engaged. Like, so we got engaged and stuff like that. We're just apart because we're not.
Y'all got engaged before you got drafted.
No, we got engaged after.
But while long distance.
Yes.
Okay.
And we were just like.
But y'all ain't married, so you were just like.
Yeah, in our minds, we're not married. We're not living together. So, so we were fine with that.
Bro, that's so uncommon. You talking about trad wife and trad husband, like all that kind of stuff. It's just
I was uncommon now, but I'm like, my fiance, she across the world, across the country.
People are like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, we ain't living together, so I'm gonna tell you.
That's good.
But yeah, so that was different.
The distance.
Yeah, the distance and like my significant other is gone, or she's across the country, and then she tries to call me that she got off work, whatever, but it's 1 a.m. where I'm at.
Yeah, that's hard.
And then I get up at trying to call her at 8, but it's 4 a.m. where she's at.
That's right.
So it's just tough.
How how long did it take before? I mean, how long were y'all engaged before y'all married?
We were just like less than a year.
Okay, and then she comes to Cleveland.
So when I got hurt on my second year at Cleveland in the middle and ended up coming back to do my therapy back in Arizona.
Got it.
So that's when we got together and got married.
Way closer. Yeah,
I got married then.
Yeah.
Then we ended up going to New Orleans from there. So
got you. You got drafted in what round?
7th.
Which is okay. Was there any sort of feeling, because you did the combine? How did you feel about how you did
Everything
the combine?
went great, man. I was predicted first round, early second at most.
I'm so glad you said that, because I was going to ask you the same thing. I was like, you got drafted 7th round in Cleveland. And I'm like, there's another guy who was predicted to go first round, maybe second, and then ends up like late round at Cleveland. So I had to ask you, like, your thoughts on the Shedeur situation. Like, is it Cleveland, or is it like, how did you process that?
Well, I figured out mine because in my interviews at the combine, like all the teams were asking me, like, do you love football? Like, do you care about football? And I was just like, yeah. Like, I don't know why everybody asking me this. Yeah. And then find out later when I'm coaching college and I see scouts, because I was the liaison for the NFL when they come to the school. I talk to them about our players.
Got you.
It's like, hey, whatever, John, like, why you guys didn't draft me first round? Like, what? Second round? Like, what's going on? And they was like, oh, we didn't think you loved football. Like, da. Then it all stemmed back from like one of my ex-coaches who was
yapping.
Yeah, during that junior year, who was saying I didn't really care about football. and I wasn't into it. I didn't care, and it wasn't that it. I was just so mentally done
Yeah.
with the injuries, playing
Yeah.
bad, my education, like it was just all falling apart. And I didn't tell him,
Right.
like he don't know, but
He's
he didn't
just
ask either.
right.
But it's just like that's what he saw. That was his perspective. So then
That's so crazy how like a coach could sabotage.
yeah, and it's just
Like,
like he told everybody that, and I'm like, it makes sense because everybody asked me that question.
mhm.
Nobody wanted to know anything else at the combine
Right.
except that,
Do you love it?
and I'm just like crazy, like, but it's all good. I've seen that coach since then, and like I forgave him. I still made it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's life,
No,
life lesson.
it's
Which I tell people all the time. Really,
yeah.
I think that was a blessing I didn't go because I think a relapse would
Mm.
have happened. I think I would have returned back to
Mm.
that foolery, the dog going back to the vomit. If you would have gave me that power like that, like now I'm back first round because I don't think I was ready
Mm.
to experience all that.
It's a lot. I mean, so two questions. One, any thoughts on like the Shador thing? Do you think there's anything there? Or are you just like that's a unique situation?
I mean, there. I think there is something there,
Yeah.
whether it has something to do with his dad or whatnot, because he's better than the quarterbacks that they got before him. Even if we say like the statistics or whatever, if we say like
Right.
now he ain't playing well, but based off of college and the combine and what he did, he was better than a lot of guys that went before him.
Yeah.
That's it's simple.
Yeah.
But there was something behind it.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
like so. Somebody knows, but we don't know.
Yeah. And it feels like though, like it feels like again, I'm not in locker rooms, and you never know what's happening from the perspective of what media,
Yeah.
whatever you're reading or watching. But the mentality of, man, I'm not gonna dog my coach. I'm just gonna be here and learn. I am where I am. I'm in the league and I'm happy about that. Like there is a gratitude there that's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
while I'm here, I'm just gonna keep learning and I'll just wait my turn.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's resonant of again the story you talking about, like, man, I got in 25, I'm bottom depth chart, ain't nobody looking for me, no expectations. But I'm here. Like I'm still here. So I'm gonna keep learning. I'm gonna learn how to study and I'm
you just man, because life ain't fair. It's not fair.
Facts.
And you gotta move on. Like, cause I tell my kids that I coach, I'm like, hey, what's gonna happen? Like, if you lose your job, if you have a family and you lose your job, are you gonna pout? Man, get up and find another job. You gotta get food on the table. Like, you gotta pay the bills. Like, figure it out. So I'm like, don't just lay down and get like complain about life. Like, it's gonna be tough. And I always tell too, like new believers, like I always ask them, like, oh, you want to come to Jesus? Are you sure? I'm like, because you're not on Satan's radar right now. He's not worried about you at all. I'm like, but once you are, now he's gonna come for you. So like, are you sure you want to join this side? So it's just like,
yeah, that's facts.
And that's something like too. I always like want to be hesitant to tell somebody that, but I'm like, man, I have to. I have to let you know this. Like, it's gonna be hard. It is not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Because I used to have them thoughts like, man, so and so getting all this, and like, dang God, he ain't even for you. I'm for you, and I can't.
That's
like,
true.
And you wake up because you like that. Don't be an idiot. Like, it's all about like that eternal. Like, this is all temporary.
The long game is hard to play. The long game is hard to play. Like everything feels like it should be fast, quick right now. And it's only the more like AI and technology and it's social and whatever. Everything's right in your face. It feels like you can get everything at the click of a button. Relationships are at the click of a button. Food's at the click of a button. So the idea of like waiting, letting something like grow, even the idea of compounding. I think, it almost feels like that's the superpower. Like if I don't feel like I need it now, then I can be fine with waiting, right? Find something else to do. Like preoccupy yourself, anything, like resist the urge to take it now. And it feels like there's much, much bigger returns later. When you came into the league, obviously like it's all public and like everybody knows when you go pro, there comes with that a sort of like lump sum. There's just typically more money than most guys have ever seen.
Right.
What was it like sort of experiencing the business of the NFL. Were you prepared for that?
I,
Like, how
I
did you navigate
I
that?
don't think I was prepared for how it works, where you can get fired at any day.
Mm,
Like with the there's no
no
is-
warning or nothing.
yeah, there's no warning or anything. There's no issues where like there's nothing that can keep you there. Like it's so you never know. Like you can wake up and be
Mm,
gone and have no idea, or you can wake up and now you're traded to another team. Here's your flight, leaves in 3 hours.
That's
Like
crazy.
that's the stuff where you just like don't don't know about, not ready about. And I think if somebody even informs you ahead of time, you're still not ready when it happens
Yeah,
because you up and moving like that. So
yeah.
but the money wise, I would say I was just because of personal finance, my major. Like
Mm,
so I really that part was easy for me. Um just knowing like, okay, this is a lot of money up front. I need investments, I need to set up
mm.
this account, this account. Cause
It is a bit of a cheat code, like having the econ and
because
personal
I knew
finance knowledge. Yeah,
like
you just know.
people, I
And you've already
knew
talked about all those numbers. You've done
right.
all the exercises. You've done the
Yeah.
math, the homework.
Yeah, because I'm
You know
like,
about compounding. You
I
know about all
see
that
like
stuff. Yeah.
80% of guys go broke after a few years. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, so let me put myself in position, do X, Y, Z stuff.
Have you ever thought, like, two questions? One with the NIL situation, and a bunch of guys way younger. I mean, I don't even know how. Is it into high school, middle school? Is it going that young
It might
because
be
of
some.
social?
It might be some high school people that get something from social media and stuff.
But how have you thought about, especially the stat that you just mentioned, about so many people going broke or going in debt, just having nothing left after having, again, multi-million-dollar
Yeah,
contracts?
yeah.
Um, have you ever thought, or how have you thought about, like, helping guys in that regard, sort of like find their way, make better financial decisions, create a program? Is that something that you've ever thought about doing?
Yeah,
Or
I thought about it. It's just tough because like anything I like dive into is just taken away from my kids,
mm,
and I felt like football kind of took away from my wife a little bit, and the
mm,
little ones, my first
got you,
kid, first couple.
got you.
So it's just kind of tough to want to jump in that and try to help others.
And the
But
time
like
it would
I need
take
to
to,
help mine first.
yeah,
But I still try to educate kids like, hey, you got an IRA account? You know what that is? Okay, this is what it is. Don't
yeah,
even matter. Just go put $100 in it, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
trust me. Just
No,
put
I
hundred
remember when
dollars
you
in it.
dropped the 529 account in the group chat, and I was like, I know what that is. I mean, and then you do that. You're like, oh, okay, let's do
Yeah, it's
that.
great. Now you're hearing about Trump giving it to every kid.
Everybody.
And I was like, I'm like, people don't even understand like how significant that is. Like
No, it's
that'll
true.
change
I
a
mean,
kid's life.
it is
When
very,
you-
very true.
When you turn
There's
18, that's gonna change your life.
there's a lot of issues.
Yeah, I'm like,
but
and I'm like,
the
and
free money is I mean, take the free money.
yeah, and
Right.
I was like shocked because I'm in school. They're not showing you how to manage your
No.
money in school.
Not at all.
So I'm like, people always make fun of the NFL elite people, but I'm like, hey, look at the people who win the lottery. It's the same outcome.
Same thing.
It's the same outcome. People don't know. Like, it really, yeah, of course. Oh, $1 million. It's really 500,000
Yes.
off the top.
Off.
Even
rip.
though that's still a lot, but it just shows you in your brain, you think you have all this and you
But
don't.
you don't.
You're creating terrible lifestyles and
Yeah.
you can't keep up with it, and then it's gone. Like, oh, I had one young guy that I was playing with. He was like, man, I want to buy this $1 million house, but I have 1.5, so you straight, I'm gonna buy it cash though. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you can buy it and be paid off, but you're still paying property taxes and utilities forever. So are you gonna be able to maintain paying that forever, even though the house is paid off? Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
So it's just like stuff like that. You're not being taught.
Yeah. Do you ever get into conversations with guys about like financial vehicles? Hey, you realize if you get $1 million in cash, you can keep that $1 million in cash, and still, depending on where you put it, there's I mean, this is not financial advice. There are literally stocks right now that, again, based on even just the last couple of years, 14%.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so you can keep the $1 million and still get another 140 every year that you could just spend and do whatever you want just off the return.
Yeah, that's it. And
Right?
forever, it'll be there.
Forever. And you
Yeah.
never lose the $1 million. Like, I sometimes feel like athletes come into this wealth and just don't get exposed in the beginning to just go, hold on, wait, before you buy anything, just just pause. This is what I mean about like, don't take it now.
Yeah.
If you can pause just for a little bit, I promise. Like, I know you just signed for 20, but I'm telling you, you can literally keep the 20 there and you can get another. Again, if it's 20, now you're talking about like 14% off of that is like 200,
Yeah.
280. I'm just like, oh man. I mean, 2.8 actually. Like,
Yeah, all right. But it's just you can't because you're in a football player and you're next to this dude and he has a Lambo. And
but I'm like, you can buy that house for $1 million cash if you just wait 1 year.
Yeah,
You sign a 20 million situation. I mean, you're not getting it all up front, obviously it's taxes. But again, like in those situations where a first round draft pick is signing a contract worth $40 million,
yeah,
it's just like you can get a lot of that up front. I mean, you could just wait, and once it starts turning,
yeah, but it just
again,
can't. You fresh out of school. You ready to? You seeing what social media is?
yeah, everybody's flexing.
You're right on
everybody's-
football. You can't. They don't know who you are under that helmet. So
Yeah, no, that's
I
right.
gotta make sure you see it. So it's crazy, but yeah, it's different, man. With a family, I would say with a family and doing it with a single is
For sure. What would be sort of the, I guess to sort of wrap up, I feel like we could probably go for another hour. I got so many questions. Again, typically for young guys, like coming up, a lot of guys want to do what you've done. Now you have 4 kids.
or yep.
Like, how do you think about, again, the journey? I mean, one from like from your start to making it to the pros, and the sort of the thread of faith all throughout. Like, if I got twin boys and then a young girl. I want all of them to be athletes.
Yeah.
Right? I think athletics teaches you so much about life. But what would you say was probably the one thing that you've taken away? I'm sure there's a bunch, but that you would again want your kids, to keep, and that you would just, kind of come back to the young guys, whether it's high school, early college, to be like, yo, do this, and you go be okay.
I would just say that just really look in the mirror and quit giving yourself like that self gratification, thinking that you've made it. I think we tend to be like, man, I'm like, it's a difference in being confident
Yeah.
and just delusional. Like, it's just crazy. Like some of the kids are like, oh, I'm this and this. I'm like, man, you don't even have an offer. Like you're going into your senior year. Like you're not good, man. Like, yeah, you can be a good player, but like, in their eyes, you're not good at all. You have 0 offers. Nobody's calling for you. And you still walking around like you're somebody. Like you should be grinding like no other. And it's like, it's just tough to get kids to understand that. And that's the frustrating part. Cause like going back to that first question, dude, it is easy. I would say it is easy to get a scholarship to college. That is very easy. Going pro might be a different type of way. That just genetics. Getting to college is very easy.
So getting college paid for
is easy.
Getting paid to play sports in college
is easy.
Which means, and that's NIL money in there too.
Oh yeah, it is very easy. Like it is the most easiest thing I've ever seen. Like even the kids that are athletic with no technique or anything can get a scholarship, but their grades hold them back. So it's just like, dude, turn in your high school work. Just turn it in. Like that's the first half of it. But it's so easy, man. I always tell just people like you just gotta set higher standards for yourself, like in all aspects of life.
But you're not even talking about like extra high standards. You're like 11-second 100, 4.6, 40. It's like athletically, you don't have to be a beast.
You don't, man. It's just realizing like you're not really there. Like I just think we just society, we just think we're something we're not. And it's like, that's a dream. Like that's really a wish. It's not a dream. I would say that's a wish. Yeah. Like you can dream to be somewhere, but you gotta put that effort. Like wishing you're something and then walking around like it's just gonna happen. It's not. But it's.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think, you can have dreams, but still do the work.
Yeah, and it's even different because it's so one little category. Like when I was playing, like I really think and believe I could have been like twice as better than I was in the league. But it's just, you gotta take, it's a choice. For instance, I just chose to try to be a better husband and dad, because it's like in the NFL, when you leave that facility, you have to do more. Like you have to do way more. And I decided to come home and just be a husband or dad. And it's tough because
some people would say you made the right choice.
And there are, because I know people like Shannon Sharp has talked about this too, where like the greats, they put it in there. And this comes second. Like family, all that comes second. Football, this sport comes first.
Yeah.
So they become great Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And I don't know the statistics. I just know like some main people, you look at their family lives and the Hall of Famers, and it ain't that great.
Yeah,
but I do know some guys who did great, and their wife was just a soldier. Like they were just like, you know what? I'm gonna play second hand to this sport and support you and take care of the kids and do all that. And that works too. I'm not the type to do that with my wife. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't just go head all in with football and just say, hey, do your thing here.
Yeah.
And then when we're done, we're done. I tried to mix it, and you just can't.
Yeah.
Like you can't do both and be great at both. So,
and you chose, I want to be a great dad.
Yeah, I chose like I want to try to, like, I tried to do both for a while. It really wasn't working because then you're not being great at either.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, man. But it's just like I enjoyed my time playing. Like I do know I could have been better, but I mean, I chose to do something different.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's great. That's great.
It's like it's easier for like the high school kids and college kids. Is like you don't have nothing else.
You got
it's just you.
What else do you have
it's
to do?
It's just you. You can put it all into yourself. Like so, it's different, man.
And I love that. It's easy to get paid to play football in college.
Oh man,
like
it's crazy. Like my wife, like my son, he do some flag, but we're not heavy into the tackling. And I told her, I said, I promise you, it doesn't matter if he just waits until he becomes a sophomore in high school. If he says, hey, Dad, I want to play football in college, I'm going to be like, okay, dude, this, it's over. We're in there right away. I'm
going to call you when my kids get on and be like, hey, I got a buddy of mine who can help you, get there.
Man, I'm like, they just listen, man. It's easy. And it's crazy because, like, I know Germ trains kids and I train kids. Dude, all my kids that I've trained have scholarships that are juniors and up. They all have their school paid for.
Because they just listened.
All of them. Like I haven't had one kid not get a scholarship that I train. Like I train, not like I see you once a month.
Yeah.
I really train them. Like I'm invested into them.
Yeah.
We train.
Yeah.
All of them have made it and have gotten scholarships. Like 100%. I'm just like, dude, just
so
listen.
You know what to do.
It's just like, just listen, man. And it's not hard.
Dope. We'll end it there. That's the pod.